Hey, welcome back to the Grill according to Gord. Today we're going to be doing mesquite smoked corn on the cob. What you're going to need to do first is you're going to have to de-silk your corn. So you're going to be peeling back some of the husk. You're going to get rid of some of it because some of it might actually burn while you're doing it. And you want to get rid of these other ends because they'll definitely burn as well. But when you get to a point where it's not quite so thick, then you're going to peel back, but you're going to leave those layers on until you get down to your corn. You just got to be fairly gentle because you don't want to get rid of it and rip it. You get all the way down to where you've exposed the corn and the silk. You peel back all the husk. You're just going to grab that silk in one big handful. Get as much of it as you can off. And go back and get all the other little bits. Out of there. Sorry, it's taking a little long here, but you want to be as thorough as possible because you don't want to be eating that part when you go to eat your corn. Okay, once you've got rid of as much of that as you possibly can, you're going to now fold the husk back up over the corn, and that's going to help protect it when it's on the grill. And once you've got that done, you're going to put them in a bowl, put them in your sink, whatever you want to do, but you just want to soak them in water for anywhere from an hour to 2 hours before you're going to put them on the grill. Okay, so now that we have our corn soaking in water, we now need to get our grill ready for smoking. So we're using a Komodo style grill. It's made out of porcelain, and it's really easy to regulate the temperature to make sure that we get the right temperature to smoke our corn, as well as using charcoal and the mesquite smoke, which infuses a lot of flavor. So the first thing that we need to do is get it lit. So we're going to put some charcoal in and get it going. So I just have some here. I use lump charcoal, not briquettes. I just find that it creates a better smoke and better flavor in finished product. But now that we have our charcoal in, we're now going to use electric starter. That's what my barbecue is built to do. So we insert it into the electric starter parts, and we plug it in. And that's going to take about 15 minutes to light. And once it's ready and lit, then we're going to add our mesquite smoke and get it all ready and up to temperature. Okay, so now we're back. Our charcoal has lit, so the next step is to get the grill ready with our wood chips and start to make smoke and bring it up to temperature. So the first thing we're going to do is unplug our electric starter, take it out, and then we're going to take our wood chips. We're using mesquite wood, obviously, in this case. We're just going to place them sporadically in and amongst our charcoal. They can go pretty much anywhere. And then we're going to get our, it's called a heat diffuser. It's a big piece of stone that helps prevent the heat going directly at whatever it is you're cooking. So it's only the smoke that comes around that adds the flavor. And then we get our grill grates back in. And we're going to close the lid and we're going to set the dials. So we're looking for a temperature of between 250 and 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we're also looking for is blue smoke. So right now the smoke is pretty white, and that's gonna add sort of an acrid taste to your meat or your corn or whatever it is you're cooking. So it'll take some time, and then once that wood and those wood chips start to smolder, it will send up blue smoke, and that's where we're going to get our maximum flavor from. Okay, so our next step is to make our butter. So we're going to make a garlic and herb butter. So we have our butter here, as well as some chopped basil, oregano, and some chives. We're also going to be adding some garlic and some salt and pepper. Okay, so we have our butter here. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic. One teaspoon of salt. About the same amount of pepper. And then as well our fresh herbs. Probably about 2 tablespoons of each. And then we're just going to grab a spoon and mix all that together. Spoon. And once all that's combined, then your butter's ready to go. Okay, so now we're ready to get our corn prepped to go on the grill. So it's been soaking in water for about an hour and a half. And now we're going to take our butter mixture that we did before, and we're going to get that on the cob. So we need to peel back the husk. And we're going to take some of the herb butter mixture and get that all over the cob. And then bring it back. All the husk. Set that one aside. And again, peeling back and back to the cob. Taking some of our herb butter mixture. I'm getting it all over the corn. And it's really going to help it roast the corn and add some great flavor when it's on the grill. Soaking up the smoke. Okay, and as soon as you're done that, if your grill is at the temperature that you need, then you're ready to put them right on the grill. And our grill is at the proper temperature, so it's right at about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We have blue smoke coming out of the top. So we're just going to lift the lid. Place our corn inside, any which way. It'll be fine. Close the lid. And now that the corn's on, we're going to let it smoke for 2.5 hours. Okay, so it's now been about 2.5 hours that the corn's been smoking on the barbecue. I did check it after about an hour, and I decided to flip them around a little bit, but you can play with that. You really don't have to touch them at all if you don't want to. So now I'm going to lift the lid, and we'll see what's come about. You can see that they've absorbed a lot of the mesquite smoke. They look fantastic. I'm just going to put them back in the tray. And just bring them over here. And I'll take this one and just peel it back, but you'll see it's absorbed the smoke. It's all cooked. It's got all that garlic and herb in it. And that is the grill according to Gord.